Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's Women Winning Wednesday night call. My name is Chanel Burt. I'm a senior vice president as well as ACN influencer, and I want to welcome each and every one of you to tonight's call as we use this call every single Wednesday. Ooh, let me make sure I am highlighted for you guys. We use this call every single Wednesday to showcase a phenomenal woman throughout the world of ACN that has earned the position of regional coordinator and above so that they can share their story as well as any training that they want to bring to the table to help each and every one of us advance our businesses. Now, this call is always led by women, but it is for everyone. So make sure you are promoting to every single one in your organizations, to your potential prospects, people that are on the fence, people that want to see a different perspective on how the ACN business is built, because everybody typically builds it a little bit different, meaning their journey is different. Okay. So you never know what you're going to see, what you're going to hear that may just not change your business, but absolutely change your life. So you want to make sure that you are promoting this every single Wednesday night. Now, before we get into the call, guys, we have some big events coming up in ACN. We build this from event to event, not just from big event to big event, but every single event, every single day, which leads to the bigger events. Now, we have an event coming up in Cleveland, Ohio, August 13th is our next Emerge event. So you want to make sure you are promoting this to all new people that are joining the business. This is a way for them to see a bigger picture of what ACN is all about, which then will lead them to want to register for our Elevate event, September 30th and October 1st in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So you want to make sure that you are registered yourself, but also promoting to every single person that joins your business so that they can really see the bigger picture of ACN. They can be around the ACN environment. And it's like a big family reunion, actually. So you'll get to be around like-minded people. All of us are in the business fighting for the same thing. And that's for a better and more quality life for our family. So I am excited to host this call every single Wednesday. I love calling the women to invite them on the call so that they can share who they are and what they've been able to do in the company. And today was no different. We have someone today that has recently been promoted. And listen, before I introduce her, let me just say how important it is to enroll your family in the vision that you have for ACN. I've been doing this call now for almost 4 years. And I definitely want to thank my family for all of their support every single week. Last week, we were in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach for my son's baseball tournament, and we're still here. Okay. Congratulations to my son's team. I got to shout them out. They've been winning every single game since we started playing on Saturday. And so we're still here. Okay. Tomorrow is the championships. We got to win one and then go to that. But I'm appreciative of my husband, my kids who are locked in their rooms tonight, just like they are every single week. They come out here, they dance to champion, and then they go away. Okay. But it is amazing to see them just being supportive and enrolled in what I'm doing in ACN. Okay, so I just want to thank them. But the young lady that we have on the call tonight, guys, she has been involved with ACN, man, just really for a short period of time, but she's been in the industry of direct selling or network marketing for quite some time. And I can't wait for you guys to hear her story tonight and anything that she wants to bring to the table, because with her experience over the last several years of being involved with this industry, I know she has a lot to bring to the table for all of us, guys. So let me go ahead and add her as a co-host. I do this at the last minute, so you guys can't figure out who it is, but she is a newly promoted regional director in ACN. And I want to welcome to the call, Miss Denise BLEVINS. Thank you so much for being on the call with each and every one of us tonight.
Thank you very much, Chanel. I was so honored whenever you called me today, honestly. I was a little shocked, as I'm sure you could tell. But I really appreciate the opportunity. I'm Denise Blevins. I have been a realtor for almost 27 years. And but I first got into network marketing back in 1988, okay, with a company that was costume jewelry, actually, and I got hooked at that time. I loved it. I loved sharing, with other people. And, when I think I had what's called the shiny object syndrome, where, you just, everything looked good and it's like, oh my gosh, here it is, here it is. Well, I'll tell you, whenever I looked at ACN back in early December, it just resonated with me. And being a realtor, I, was already doing a lot of, sharing and helping people with essential services, whenever they closed on their properties. So, it was just a natural fit for me. And I love helping people. that is a passion that I have, that I've had for years. And, I just jumped on board and just, really started sharing it with people in the cracks of my schedule. I sell about 100 houses a year, and in real estate, I have a husband and I have two grown daughters and seven grandchildren. And so, when I looked at this, I said, okay, this fits, with what I'm doing. It's a true residual. It's not something that I have to, sell a product and resell a product and resell a product. But it is something that everybody uses, every month, so everybody has services. So to be able to help people, save money and also make money and share this is, just a blessing, to be honest with you. And I have, um, when I first joined, and I was told that, there's an event in January, and I mean, I immediately registered, okay, because I will tell you, events will build your business like nothing else you can do. Um, so, you know, going to an event, you hear a business and you learn about it and it gets here, okay? But when you actually go to an event, it gets in your heart, okay? And when you can, be around people that have the same mindset that you do and the same, thoughts, and they're chasing their dreams, and you can help people, do that, it just, it does something to you. Um, I've been to every event since then, and there was four. I've been to the luncheons and the dinners. I've earned those, and just by building, the business. And I feel like I'm home, to be honest with you. People that I have met, I've been in the industry for a long time, but I've never met people that I've met since I've been with this company. I mean, the heart of this company and the heart of the people, it's just, gets to your family, um, is what I think of. So, as far as, giving you some pointers and, just kind of sharing some things, with you, um, be coachable, listen to your upline, listen to your leaders, follow the system, and, follow a system as far as the way it works. And just, honestly, my success is really, due to my team's success, and, I really want, you know, I really want to help people win, honestly. And, I have fun with it too. I mean, I joke and say, but I'm really serious about it, because I say, if you're within 3 feet of me and now I've stretched it to 5 feet, you're going to hear about, AC, and you're going to hear the question, hey, um, so I start, sharing it. And I find, that it really, um, people are looking, I mean, particularly in this economy. I've been in real estate for so long, until, it is all about the people, and how you can help them. And I see this business as being the same, that, but, when you, work for something so hard, and the recognition, actually, that, in this company in particular, is, it does something to you. um, it makes you have belief in yourself. And, I struggle with that. I've not had, um, a whole lot of that in my life. It's hard for me to ask for help, but I found in this company, people are there, whether you ask for help or not, they're there to help you. And, one of the other things that, I want to share is, there's, if you surround yourself, with people who want to see you win, you will win. You will win. So invest in people, with people who won't let you play small. Okay, play big. Dream big. I've got a plaque on my wall that says "Dream as if you'll live forever." And so we, as growing up, my parents, instilled in me, to dream. And I was the first one out of 6 children. I'm one of 6, to go to college. And I just my dad taught me, that everybody is equal, that you don't have to be afraid to talk to people. And but you know to deal with people with a giving hand. And and that's what the way I've led my life and my career, actually, is I do business with a giving hand. And I real estate to me is, and network marketing to me is just all about other people. It's if you help enough people get what they want, then it comes back to you tenfold. I believe that wholeheartedly. The Sometimes life does get in the way. And take action. Now, think, write down your goals. Know where you want to be. Know what you want to do. My goal is to get some time back. I want to spend more time with those 7 grandchildren that I have, because the oldest one is 19 and she goes to college in Mobile, Alabama, University of South Alabama. And my youngest grandchildren they're twin boys. They're redheaded twin boys, and they're miracle babies. And they are just very, very precious to me. All of them are. And I just want to spend more time with them. And I have to thank my husband, because he's been very supportive, with me. And he's been with me on all these things that I've done. So he's with this particular one, he has when we first started talking about it, I said, this fits in with real estate. This just fits. And so he's been very supportive. And when I'm in my office, at home, he is doing his own thing, and he brings me food, okay, which is really nice, especially whenever I have, as I'm on Zooms, and I'm, talking to people, and I'm just, learning. And, he will, but he has been very, very supportive, and I am so appreciative, of that. Um, but, if you balance, your life, which a lot of times in real estate, it consumes you. It will completely consume you. And because your time is really not your time. It's you serving others and helping others. But I heard today, I was on a call, and listening to something earlier today, and I said, gosh, I've got to share that tonight with people. And that is basically just, trying to live your life in balance. And, in network marketing over the years, people take time off. They think, okay, it's summer and I'm not going to do anything, I'm just going to, step back. And, and that's a mistake, but what you do to control your time is, control your calendar. the first thing you put on your calendar is time for you. And, plan your vacations and do the things that you specifically want to do, for you. And, just, live your life, on your terms, but at the same time, when you're focused on your business and you're building, your business, be there, no distractions, write your list of goals, know where you want to be, how many people you need to talk to a day, how many people you, you want to connect with, but, prioritize, what you're doing, set your priorities, and just work smarter, let me tell you, network marketing is simply an education within an opportunity. We learn so much. And, I've always been a lifelong student and a lifelong learner because I personally love to read. When, my husband and I go to, the bookstore or something, he buys, books about history because he's a history buff. And I buy, as he calls them, self-help books. Okay. So I buy books that, that help me put the right things in my mind and have the right thoughts. And, I read and listen to positive things all the time because, that's the life I want to lead is I want to be positive. I want to, exude, just that I am here to help people. I know that's my purpose in life. I learned that years ago that, because I love it. But, just decide what direction that you want to go and just take one step at a time. But, what I was saying earlier was life does get in the way. And before you know it, a year is gone, and you're saying, I'll do this tomorrow. I'll do this tomorrow, or I'll do this next week, or I'll call them then, or I'll do this, but if how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. How do you succeed in network marketing? One step at a time and one person at a time. So, it is so fulfilling to see someone that, you've worked with that has linked arms with you to grow a business together and to see them walk across the stage. The last event that, whenever I was promoted to regional director, I'm not a public speaker and I don't even want to know how many people are on here because I think I'm only talking to the top 6. Okay. So, but, I'll tell you, it is, I walked across the stage and, and I said, okay. And then they called my name again. And I'm like, I'm going across the stage again, and so I walked across the stage again. And then I go back to my seat and then they call my name a third time. And I'm like, I think this is a mistake. Then why am I walking across the stage again? So I walk across the stage and Mike Mazer is there and he said, this is just a practice. He said, you're practicing. You should walk across the stage more. So, but to help others is just it's fulfilling. And dream big. I will tell you, just dream big because you're worth it. Have everyone has a to-do list. Write down your goals. Just do it. I'll tell you what, just, take one step at a time, write your list. I see here all the time whenever I'm talking to some, folks, they'll say, well, I don't know very many people. Yes, you do. How many friends do you have on Facebook? How many friends, how many phone numbers do you have in your phone? Who's your mechanic? Who's, your plumber? Who's, your doctor? Who's your dentist? Who's your hairstylist? More people than you realize, but, write down your list of people and then just, have a goal to call X number of a day, depending on how fast you want to move. Okay. So, you know, there's just, I mean, whether network marketing is your primary or your secondary focus in life, you can, can you expect it to be successful if it is secondary? Absolutely. I say all the time a quote that Jim Rohn says, I work full time on my job and part time on my fortune. And I want to leave a legacy for my, children, my grandchildren. And I know that, that is something that is going to, you know, that I'm going to do. I mean, this, and with this company, I'm telling you what, it is just, we have an opportunity here like none other that I have seen in. How long have I been in network marketing? Since 1978. I have not seen an opportunity like we have here. And we're just getting started. And the company's been here almost 30 years. Okay. And we're just getting started. So, I appreciate the time. And I know I'm not, quite 30 minutes in, Chanel, but I really do appreciate being here. And, I'll hand the call back to you.
Wow, wow, wow. Let me just say this. There are over 200 people on the call.
Wow.
I couldn't wait to tell you. I said, oh, I know she's so serious that she's not going to look at that. But there are over 200 people on the call listening to you. And it's so good to hear someone that's been in this industry for as long as 1988. You love network. Like we talk about this, that there are some people that they like network marketing. They want to do network marketing. You have to go find the people that want to do this. That's it. She's been involved with network marketing for a long time, but here she is in ACN and doing real estate, saying that this is better because it can give her time. See, a lot of us, we focus so much on the money aspect of what you can build in network marketing. A lot of people don't think about the time freedom that can come along with this, right? And so it's exciting to hear from someone as professional as you, successful as you, that's in an industry that so many people are trying to get in today, right? Like I see so many people trying to get into real estate. And one of our partners, Mr. Adam Roop, he always tells people that real estate is hard. Real estate is a lot of work. And I'm so glad you talked about how your time is not your time there, but you can control your calendar, like talking about controlling your time and balance and living a life of balance and really controlling your calendar. But at the same time, really staying focused on your business. When people see Aaron and I today and we get to be present with our kids, we're away right now. Like we've been gone for over a week now, and we didn't used to do anything. We were so focused on building ACN. We wouldn't take vacations. We would miss out on everything really with the kids. We would, you guys see us posting so much stuff with baseball today. We would drop our son off to practice and we would leave him there with his grandfather because we had Saturday training. We would drop him off at his games and leave him there with one of like either his dad or my dad, and we would go do meetings, so staying focused on what you want to do here in ACN so that eventually you can control your calendar, putting things on there and booking it for as long as you want. I remember an international convention, guys, there was a guy who said, I want to build ACN so I can have a summer vacation. What does that mean? I want a vacation June, July, and August. But how much work do you have to put in to really take time off of your business to be able to do that? How many leaders do you have to develop in order for you to be able to take your foot off the gas for your business, your personal efforts in your business? But when you are focused on it, like you have seen, right? When you are focused on your network marketing business, you eventually can have the time freedom to do whatever you want. And I love that you just talked about your longevity in the industry. I loved you talking about what you do and how this fits in. So when you talk to other people, I know people want to know this. When you talk to other people in real estate, what is your approach with them? Like, what are you trained to say, right? Because I know you are very coachable. We can tell that. So what do you say to people that are in real estate to pique their interest to talk to them about ACN?
Okay, um, well, I connect with a lot of realtors, just, selling that many houses a year, number one. But number two, I've always done a lot of networking and, I've always been a collector of business cards. Okay. Just that. But what I say to realtors is just simply, if I could show you something that you're already doing where you can earn a residual income, would you be open to taking a look? Simple as that. Because it is something that we already do.
Mm-hmm.
It is, we help people whenever they close on the properties. We help them, direct them to where they can get their essential services. So I now send them to my website, and and then I just put them on a Zoom. Yeah.
It is as simple as that. And I wanted people to hear that because I know people are always thinking, how can I talk to people in real estate? How can I, talk to people like that? But it's still just a simple peek.
Mhm.
That's it. You don't have to overcomplicate it. And you'll find people like her that already love network marketing. And it just fits right in to which they're already doing. You really have no idea who you're going to find when you're talking to people. So you just gotta just do it. Just go out and talk. You have no idea who's looking for something, who's open to something, who loves the industry, right? Who has a supportive family and who is looking for something to have their time. They may be successful, but they want their time. Like you're saying, to spend with your grandkids, you know, like there are people that really just want time to spend with their loved ones. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And, the hotel's internet has been just so crazy since we've been away, but at least I didn't drop completely off of the call today. All right. But man, thank you for your conversation, for your story. And if you can tell people too that you've had to overcome obstacles where everybody didn't support you, every realtor doesn't want to do ACN. You're
Right.
still going through the numbers, you're still getting the no's just like everybody else,
Oh, yes.
but you
Definitely.
just keep talking.
You do. You keep talking because this is the thing. You never know who you're going to talk to. I have had, clients, buyers and sellers actually that I've shared, ACN with because, not only is it here, it's here. So, you don't know if they're, looking for something. And, I've, you just keep talking. And yes, I've had struggles. Oh my word. You think that, um, your biggest supporters are going to be, your brothers, your sisters, I've got a huge family. Okay. My dad was one of 13. Okay. And my mom is one of 8. So I have, a lot of aunts and uncles and a ton of cousins, across the entire United States. And, so I've reached out to a lot of them and been shut down, basically. I'm just asking, like, will you support me, oh, no, I'm happy where I am, I'm not going to change, that kind of thing. And I'm like, wow, you know, I thought you loved me, you know, so, but, you just, go after it. Just, don't get discouraged because, even, as whenever I was trying to reach, my goals to be a regional director, I was like, oh my gosh, and I started questioning, can I do this? Can I do this? I mean, you just, you start having doubts, but, you know, read something positive. I'm telling you, put the things in your, whatever you put in your mind. And also, you know, they say we're an average of the 5 people we hang around with. Okay. Well, think about this. Okay. If you're hanging around with 9 broke people, you're the 10th. Okay. So, you know, um, be positive. Put in your mind what you want to think about. I mean, be positive because it is good things, you know, I don't know, just, there's too much negativity in the world, so gosh, the people you hang around with, um, pick who you're hanging around with, pick the people that you want to be and pick up, okay? Look up, to find people that have what you want, okay? And, and just go for it. So, uh, thank you again.
That is so awesome. So awesome you say that, because Aaron and I think about that as we build a business. We always talk about who's pouring into us, right? As a leader in the business, you still have to be poured into. You still have to surround yourself with like-minded people, positive people. Like you said, it's so much negativity going on in the world today. And we have to be selective. You have to be very intentional with your time and who it's spent with and who you're listening to, what you're watching, what you're like everything that's going in, what's going to come out, right? So
Exactly.
I'm glad you're touching on that because it's very important. And I know there are newer people in the business on here. When you learn stuff like this early on, that's why I like these calls, because it's open to everybody. When you learn stuff like this early on, you don't have to wait years to hear, all the different tips that you can get from a call like this from different people that are building their businesses. But the fact remains, we all go through the same stuff.
And we do.
All go
We
through the
really do.
same stuff.
We do, and that's the thing, I used to, when I first got into the business, and into network marketing, I would be like, okay, well, I'm not sure, how to do this. So you mimic, you copy, you know, but you want to be around the leaders. I'll tell you that, I love, just sharing stuff and with people. I mean, I teach principles of real estate as well. Okay. And I'll tell you what, learning, the system, learning the language, I guess, learning, just the different aspects, of network marketing, um, is just, um, it's a different language. It's not your typical, go to your, to work and do your job and come home and, it's not. It's always, you have a business mind, you're always thinking, you're always going, okay, what else can I do? What should I do? So just following, the leaders honestly and listening to what they're doing, or, and I'm telling you, I can't stress enough, attending the events. Every time that I went to an event, and left, my business, increased. So, and it's like getting a dose of, power, in your system whenever you go.
Mhm.
And because you hear from so many different leaders, and you may resonate with one, you may not resonate with another. There may be parts of something that somebody says, that and one and someone else may say, something else, and that, you say, oh man, I think that, they say that, when we go to, or whenever we attend something or read something, we only retain a certain percentage of it. So the next time you go, you can't go and learn everything at once. So, so you continue to go and you learn a little more and a little more and a little more. And, when I, um, when the event in Dallas, the first one that I went to, I drove from Virginia. I live in southwestern Virginia, in Abingdon, Virginia is where I live. And so I'm in that little panhandle, whereas West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, and North Carolina is about an hour away from each one of those states. So so I drove to Dallas 14 hours. Okay. And so I had a sidekick that came with me. Okay. And she drove an additional 5.5 hours from Richmond, Virginia, just to get to my house. Okay. So then we rode together another 14 hours. So we couldn't wait to get back. So we were on the phone, coming back. So then the next event was in Oklahoma. Okay. So she and I, Jennifer, okay, I don't know if Jennifer's on here, but Jennifer Williams, she and I, we drove to Oklahoma, and that was another 14 hours. So, you do what you do, that the things that you want to do, you're going to find a way to do them. So we drove 14 hours to Oklahoma City, drove back. Okay. Then the next event was another Dallas event. Okay. So Renee Hall, who is on here, actually, we went there. And but I flew. Okay, that time I said I'm not driving another 14 hours. That was every time that Michael Eric would call me, he'd say, "Where are you now?" I'm still driving. I'm still driving. So I flew to Dallas that time, and then I went to Baltimore just a couple weeks ago, and what an event! I'm telling you what. And I flew there as well, and Renee actually came to Baltimore too. So you just get people there, get your team there. I'm telling you what, there's nothing like going to an event, and I'm already registered to go to Cleveland. I used to live in Cleveland whenever my mom said I was 8. I was 8 years old whenever we lived there. Okay. And so she told me whenever I go this time, I need to find Lorraine Avenue, but I know Lorraine Avenue is like miles long. But I remember the name of the street though that we lived on. But I'm already registered for the next event too in Florida. So I'm telling you, event to event to event. So and bring more people. Because that's how your team's going to grow is, because ACN's going to get in them. Okay.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
you know,
That's what it does. It gets in your heart, just like you said. When we got married, we didn't take a honeymoon because a convention was the very next week. So we said Charlotte was our honeymoon. The Charlotte convention was going to be our honeymoon. And that's just what it was. When my son, who's now a baseball player, when he was born at 2:42, and my husband left me at the hospital at 6:26 to catch a flight to California for an international convention. And because we had agreed that he needed to be at the event, and I just couldn't. That was the only one I've ever missed in a little over 15 years. But the very next event, he was promoted to SVP.
wow.
So you really, you don't know what's going to happen at these events, but you got to be sold out. Like, you have to want this. You have to want it, and you have to make it happen, and you have to get people there. So, man, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this amazing call, this conversation. I love talking to the women at the end too, for us to just have a conversation back and forth. And I know so many people got a lot out of everything that you were saying tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is our Women Winning Wednesday call. You have no idea what you're going to see, what you're going to hear. Maybe she, has had you on the edge of your seat where you're like, I got to go to the next event. Maybe you weren't going to go to Cleveland, and now you're saying, man, I don't know what's going to happen. Let me just go. Let me just go see. What's the worst that can happen? Well, you're around like-minded people, that want to see you succeed and cheering you on, like that's what you're going to be around. So I hope to see all of you there. We'll definitely be in Cleveland. We'll obviously be in Fort Lauderdale, but this is our Women Winning Wednesday call. Make sure you continue to promote. And if you have anyone that you would want to see on this call as well, that's a regional coordinator and above, just let me know. You can shoot me a text. You can send me an inbox message. I get recommendations all the time because I don't know everybody. Okay. But I would love to hear their story. I take notes. I've been posting stuff that you've been saying. Network marketing is an education within an opportunity. I posted that. And I also posted dream big because you're worth it. I love that. So thank you. Newly promoted regional director, guys. And we're just going to continue to see her walking the stage like Mike Mazer says. So we'll see you guys next week at the same time, same place. I'll be back home though. Oh no, I'll be gone again. I hope the internet is good there too. But we will see you guys next week. Man, our life is so crazy right now, but we are blessed. We are so blessed to have ACN as an opportunity that has allowed us to have a life like this with our family. So I'll see you guys next week. Pack out those Zoom meetings, pack out your training events, and we'll see you next week. Have a great rest of your night, guys. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay healthy. Thank you, Denise. Have a good night.
You too.